Who's the lady that's with you?
This is my friend Valerie.
Hey,
She actually
Valerie.
had a reading last time with you, and her grandson came through to her.
Perfect.
Do you remember that up here in Sacramento?
Uh,
Yeah, that's okay.
so,
Got it.
so we do 80 shows a year.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
travel around, and I do
Remember,
thousands of readings.
I'll never forget.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm sorry. I hope you don't get offended, but I don't remember every reading.
Oh no, not at all.
But then I don't. I sometimes have to look up my own address for home. So
Yeah,
I'm not the.
I get it.
I'm a medium, but I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I'm good at this. Everything else. First off, I got to say this, Dee Dee, I'm not sure if I've got your husband coming through, but there's a lady bringing a male energy through, and she's pushing the male energy forward. And so he's coming through faintly. How long ago did he pass away? Just answer that for me.
Almost 3 years ago.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, I believe this to be him. I'm getting a bump. So I know he's sick, gets better, and gets sick. I know there's something that goes on with there. There's like a two-stepper. Like, I don't know if he had a heart attack, recovered, and then had another one, or if there's an illness where he seems like he's going to get better and it just comes back. I'm not sure what the scenario is, but I do feel that he wants me to address that. And I do feel that there's a bunch of other things that are going on with him. If this is him, if this is him, I'm not 100% sure or not, because he's not coming through as clear as I would like. I'll be honest with you. And it's weird because he's fighting with me, because it's like, I don't want to talk about how I died. I want to talk about how I lived. And I'm like, no, I need to know how you died so we can talk about how you live. That's how mediums work. So he's coming through. Yeah, it's him, because he's taking his hands and he's grabbing your face right now. He's grabbing your face. He's putting his hands on your cheeks. This is him. It's him. Can I just ask you this? He's being evasive as hell. How did he pass away?
He had cancer back in 2010, and the cancer went away, and he was cancer-free for about a month prior to 5 years.
Yeah.
And then his cancer came back, and we fought it for 3 years. And he went to treatment totally for 3 years. And so
yeah, he like that's enough. That's enough of treating. That's like, nobody's ever going to look at him or you and say he didn't put up a fight.
It wasn't the cancer that killed him. It was the treatment. It was a what do they call that? Trial treatment.
Sure. Who cares? He's like literally saying, who cares? In fact, there's a pride moment to this. I have to share this with you, and I want you to hear this, because this is going to heal you, and it will heal other people here. He had it bad. I mean, he was going out. Okay. He's like, I'm leaving. The show is over. I'm going out. He has a sense of pride that he tried something that could have been something. Do you understand that? Like, this could have been a breakthrough. This could have been something that would have cured him and then others, because he was one of the first ones. Now, I've been doing readings for 40 years. And so I'm going to not speed. I don't want to just slow it down by telling you stories. I just want you to listen to me and understand that I've had people come through, including earlier this year, and I posted about it on my Facebook, about a little girl who lit up the entire ward of the, and some of you who've been following me will remember this reading, who lit up the entire ward because she was fearless and she was just glad. And she talked from the other side about being a hero because she tried something that nobody else tried. She was like one of the first. And it's now helped other people. So he's got that sense of pride. He's got that sense of pride of bravery is what I'm feeling with him too. He's just got a sense of pride.
He said, if it doesn't work for me, at least we can help others.
Yeah. Again, he's like, I'm going down. So jab me full of stuff, put some crap into me, do some tests. Why not? And if it does work out, then I'm okay. Good. If not, that's it. So instead of he's not pissed off. That's the wrong expression, but he doesn't want you to be sad that he died. He doesn't want you to be sad. Now, of course, I get it. Like, please don't think that I'm cold. Of course you're sad. You lost your husband, obviously, but he doesn't want that. He's like, no, look, remember the good times we had. Remember, he's talking about that. Remember I told you about the bump, gets better, and then gets sick again? 5 years. 5 years.
He also left me a note that said, you know how to get over one guy to get under another. That was his sense of humor. Yeah.
Well, I see some people laughing their asses off right now, and other people are just looking at their screens because they're not listening to the readings. They're waiting for their turn. So I'm not going to repeat that joke. If you missed it, it's your own fault for not paying attention. There's a lot of healing. Well, yeah, he's like me. I'm going to be honest with you. I like him because he has a dark sense of humor like I do. Really, it's that's how it is.
Actually, he's a realist.
I don't even know if it's a realist. I think it's just a dark sense of humor. I just think not everybody sees things as bad and the end and that's it. He's like, yeah, this is how it is. This is how it is.
Oh my gosh, his philosophy is it is what it is.
Yes.
That was what we lived by. This whole cancer treatment, the whole bit, it is what it is.
But he's driving home the point again. I have to say it to you one more time, not because I think you're stupid, but I need to say it to you. He's saying to me to tell you 5 years. Listen, there's a lot of people. I have a friend in Florida. Wendy and I are good friends. She's going through cancer again, going through the cancer treatments. She's the strongest woman I know of. Really, she's got that will, and that's what you hope for, and that's what you pray for. And he got it. He was one of those people that recovered for 5 years. He got an extra 5 years. He should have been dead the first time. He says. That's what he's telling me. He says, I should have been dead the first time. Whatever he had, it was bad. He wants you to just be happy, 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 happy. And listen, I want all of you to hear this. Our loved ones don't want us sitting around crying. They don't want that for us. There's a time for it, but it's like, hey, come on, get out there, have some fun.
Does he have a little dog with him?
I don't see a dog with him, but that doesn't mean the dog's not with him. He's just not showing me a dog.
Well, he never met her, and when she passed, I asked him to take care of her. So,
okay, well, just to answer your question for you, to help you and bring you some peace, for the remainder of the night, I just want all of you guys. It's cookie cutter. It's the same. It's whatever they show me. So right. I mean, he could have 500 dogs, but if he's not showing me any of them, I'm not seeing them. But that doesn't mean that they're not there. And he might not have saw your dog, but while he was alive, but he would see the dog when he's deceased. So I can assure you that the dog's with him. I can guarantee you that. But he's not showing me anything. He wants to talk about you. He wants to talk about you. Yeah, he wants to talk about you. He says you're still so beautiful. He says you're still so beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah. It's funny because remember I told you at the beginning they make me feel things. I am feeling really. He's tapping into something. Somebody complimented me on this on Facebook, and they say, or on one of these group sessions, they say how I always talk about my Wendy, and that's how I feel about Wendy. I think my wife's the most beautiful woman on the planet. It's just just how I feel. You know, she never looks ugly or unkempt or she could look like she stuck her finger in a socket and she'd still be beautiful to me. And that's what he's tapping in with me, with you. He wants me to let you know just how beautiful you are, and he sees you. He wants you to keep moving forward.
Thank you.
He's grabbing your hands. He's reaching out and holding your hands. Your hands are going to start to feel warm and tingly. That's him. He's with you right now. You can feel that right now, he says, can't you?
I can't.
Yeah.
I can.
I know, because he's telling me he's grabbing your hands. So I know. You don't need to sell me.
He knows I love him.
He does. And love never dies. Just because he's fit. Well, I got to be honest with you. I'm glad that he's no longer in that body, because that must have been just a crappy ride for him on his way out. I got to say that to him. I'm just glad he's free from that. I'm happy for him. Not happy that he's not physically with you, but he's spiritually with you and will be forever. Do you understand?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. How has this healed you tonight?
Oh my gosh. I've been waiting to hear from him for 3 years. And just hearing from him has really helped a lot.
Good.
I mean, I knew he was there, and I knew he had thought about me. I knew he oh my gosh. He has taken care of me in so many ways. So many things have happened in my life that I know he has had a hand in. But I haven't been able to communicate with him in any way. And so this has helped with that, because there's so many things I know he has done for me, taken care of me, made happen in my life. It's like, but yeah, this really helped, just having him come through.
I couldn't be happier. That's what I'm here for.
He made us get back together again. He opened, we were best friends in high school, and he brought us together again because
before he died.
I feel he knew that he wanted me to take care of her, and here she is with me again.
Yeah. But before he passed, he pushed us back together.
It's how it's meant to be, guys.
Yeah.
It's how it's meant to be. The flow, flowing with spirit. It's a beautiful thing. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
You guys were just, that moved me. I don't know about anybody else. There's a bunch I'm looking at my screen. I'm seeing a bunch of people wiping their eyes right now. And that's beautiful. It means that your reading has impacted other people. And I'm also seeing other people eating food, and some of you eat with your mouths open. So close your mouths when you're chewing, okay? Because that's really, really disgusting. You have terrible manners, some of you. Seriously, it's bizarre what people do. But anyway, Dee Dee, I tried to ignore them. I was just focusing on you. It didn't bother the reading at all, or him. But he's equally looking, going, God, there's some pretty gross people out there. Thank you so much. I hope that brings you some peace. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.